Hi Virgo, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to another Love Bite. Virgo, let's see what's the message here for you today. And Virgo, these are general collective readings. May not resonate with all of you. Please keep that in mind. Take what works for you. Leave the rest. So let's begin. Welcome back all my subscribers and welcome in newcomers. All right, Virgo. Okay, somebody is really wishing for something, but there's a lot of stress regarding that. Maybe you guys are not talking to each other. Somebody is wondering what to do. Yeah, they feel that the person that they feel or they want to talk to has turned their back towards them. Bottom of my deck, I have the World card in reverse. I don't think this person wants to end this chapter, but they are kind of little angry right now, could be a bit frustrated all over the place basically because they're not being able to manifest this. They could be feeling that they're losing out on this partnership at the moment. So let's see what's going to happen. I'm going to clarify these cards for you, of course, Virgo. Let's start with some dialogue message cards. Let's see if you guys could say something to each other, what that would be, and then I'm going to clarify these. Virgo and their person, spirit. Virgo and that person, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Okay, let's take a few more Virgo from another deck. Virgo and that person. Virgo and that person, spirit. Thank you. And just a few more Virgo from a third deck as well, and then we can start the reading. Virgo and that person. Thank you. All right, good to go, Virgo. And if any of you are looking for personal readings, my email is in the description box below. You can reach me there. The first card says, I've moved out of the energy of waiting for you. Instead, I've chosen not to focus on healing myself. I haven't written you off entirely, but I haven't expected to hear from you either. Yeah. So I think one person has given up, the Empress in reverse, saying, what's the point? There's no future here, and I'm going to focus all the energy on myself because I don't see any, future here. I don't expect you to be perfect. I love your perfect imperfections because they make my life as perfect as one can imagine. My desire is to have a family with you. Would you have a family with me? I guess not, because that's why the Empress is in reverse. Maybe feeling that what's the point? I'm so deeply ashamed of my actions. I can't face you right now because of the hurt I caused you. Can you ever forgive me? It hurts me that you continue to choose others over me. What do they have that I don't? Or is it that you don't feel worthy of a real connection? Why do you try and downplay our connection, even when you know the importance it holds? You know who we are to each other. Why do you try and dismiss it? This really cuts deep, like a knife to the heart. I'm scared you will not accept me now. You just would not understand what I'm going through. Most days, I don't even understand. Every thought is you. You occupy my mind. I can't escape you even if I tried. When you look at me, it makes me feel worse. You see a side of me that others don't. I can't hide from you. I regret my past mistakes and I wish I can have another chance with you. All right, Virgo, these were some of your messages. If these were resonating, let's start the reading with an angel blessing card. Let's see what my angels are going to bless my Virgo gang with today as a blessing, guidance, advice, or just a message for Virgo. Speak your truth. Virgo, I don't know which side you're on, but don't try and push things under the carpet because that's not going to get you anywhere. Whatever you feel, whatever seems authentic to you, stand up for what you believe and speak it out. Okay, so let's see. Star Spirit, what's the star card for Virgo's first card? Yeah, somebody's been wishing and praying for the person who they feel is the perfect partner for them, or somebody who's really shining bright, or somebody who can make all their dreams and wishes come true. But right now, because there's stagnancy, they are a little worried they may not get a second chance. Judgment in reverse. And that's really stressing this person out. They are feeling a bit embarrassed, ashamed, they feel lack of victory, there's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of overthinking, but there is no talking. I think you guys are just not, having conversations or talking to each other at the moment. They feel they want to. Either they want to, or they feel that that person doesn't want to talk to them because they don't want to get stuck in maybe a third party situation, or a situation or a connection which is never going to work. So that's the stress. Yeah, I think this is this Empress. This Empress is in reverse again, saying, you know what, I'm the one who's not talking to them, Omkaratarot, because, I don't want to get stuck in a situation which is never going to work out, or, it has too many complications. I don't want to feel like an option in somebody's life. My person, they are just keeping this up in the air and never making a decision. So, you know what, I'd rather be single, I'd rather be independent than be subject to a connection where I'm always going to feel like not a priority, or somebody is never going to choose. No, I don't have the time to fight for a connection where I'm just going to be feeling like, oh, just a friend, or friends with benefits, or a third party. It kind of depletes my energy. I feel my love is getting taken for granted. So that's the reason I'm not going to live a lie of a life. I am an Empress, and here I feel like an Empress in reverse. So Empress in reverse. Empress in reverse. Empress has given it a lot of thought, I would say. Maybe they are by themselves, or they've spent a lot of time connecting with their spirit guides, their angels, thinking a lot about not wanting to, repeat a pattern or some lessons or something like that. I think this Empress is the one who's saying, yeah, I have gone into my silent mode. I'm not willing to just talk for the heck of it, because what's the point? I don't want to be in a connection which is only passion, or I'm dealing with a playboy or something. I'm not interested. I'd rather be alone now than later be made to feel abandoned or feeling left out in the cold. I think this Empress is making the decision to turn their back now. So 3 of Wands in reverse, Spirit. 3 of Wands. It's not making this Empress very happy to do so, because I think this Empress was really hoping that things would, be a little more stable, or this could lead to some kind of commitment or long term. But now I think they've realized that it doesn't have that potential. There is no safety, there is no security, there's no, future here. I think this Empress is the one who doesn't want to sit in disappointment, and could be healing themselves and saying, you know what, I would rather just keep them maybe as a friend. I'm not shutting the door. I'd rather just keep them as a friend, but I'm not going to be in a connection with them. So Magician in reverse. Magician in reverse. Yeah, somebody feels that they were dating. I think this Empress feels that their person was just being a trickster, and they were camouflaging themselves as a friend, but actually they were just trying to have control, or just have things their way or something. All they wanted was maybe passion, or something which was not true. One more. I think somewhere this Empress knows that the other person is trying to reach out to them, maybe message them, reach out to them, return back to them. But I'm not sure whether this Empress believes that this connection can actually be the kind of connection that the Empress wants. I mean, Empress wants a 2 of Cups and a 4 of Wands connection. Somewhere they feel that this connection is very imbalanced. It's always going to be that they'll end up feeling like a loser. So almost coming to that point where, you know what, if this is not going to be a Two of Cups, this you and me against the world kind of a connection, then I'd rather come to terms with it now. I'd rather put an end to it now than deal with somebody who's going to keep me emotionally stuck in a situation. I think this Empress has come to some realizations about the future or the lack of one, and they're kind of saying, I'm leaving conflict behind, Omkaratarot. I'd rather move towards peace and happiness in my own life. I want to shut this chapter down. I think the other person still wants to keep it open, Spirit says. So let's see, by the World card in reverse, one wants to shut it down, the other wants to keep it open. So the World card in reverse, overall energy, Spirit. Okay. I think the other person has realized now that they do love this Empress. They've never maybe been able to express it, or they haven't known how to make it work, but they do want to open up. They are hoping that this chapter doesn't shut down, so sooner or later, maybe when they get their affairs in orders or whatever they're doing in their life, they can step up and be that partner. I think this person has had a long-term vision that one day, you know, when things work out in my own life, maybe this person has financial issues or any kind of problems, right? This person has been manifesting that this chapter doesn't shut down, so that what they haven't yet done or said, they can do maybe at a later stage. But by that time, I think this Empress is speaking their truth and saying, well, I'm not going to stick around for that. So that's what's happening here, Virgo. Till next time then, love and light. Take care. Namaste.